Coach Gray, how you doing, man?
Doing well.
Good to see you. Thank you guys for being here. Same thing that we've started with the rest of the guys. General opening statement and introduce us to the two players you brought with you today.
Yeah, sure. First of all, thanks to you guys to put this on. That's really wonderful. You know, you talk about exposure. I think we're exposing these kids more than just football. You know, how they represent the community. I think it's a powerful thing. I think the other part is you look around the room, some of these coaches that are here. I have a relationship with a lot of them, and you know that makes me feel proud to be part of an area with such special people. So again, thank you for putting this on. I got two guys here with me. Mike Jones, senior, plays from wide receiver, DB for us. Patton Cross, also a senior, plays some O-line and D-line for us. But two young men that have been tremendous leaders the entire off-season, leading up into camp or in practice for today. So really proud of their work, what they've done again this off-season and into camp. So our big thing has been, you know, greatness. And you try to break that down and what does that mean? And you know, for us, it's how you show up to meetings, the type of notes that you're taking, how much time are you spending, on your own, watching film. How are you treating your teammates? When you're warming up, what's your attention to detail? And those have been things that we've spent, a lot of time focusing on and understanding that if we are taking care of little things, the big things will take care of themselves.
Coach, I tweeted out this off-season that you're one of a handful of coaches that have been at their school for 10 years now. One, how has the program changed in those 10 years? And two, what makes it a special place for you to have been there 10 years?
Is that a slight jab at my age right there? Yeah, it's crazy. Time flies by. I've got a daughter who's 15 and be 16 and goes to another school in our county, Hanover. Time goes by fast. It feels like just yesterday, I showed up and was announced as a head coach. But how has it changed? That's a great question. I think nothing stays the same. I think you look at our community. I think it's a really special place. We've got really, really good parents, strong families, and I think what you see is the kids that come through, obviously are raised by those strong people, and you need to be exposed to them, every year. So, the changes, I think there's some ebbs and flows of the young men that come up through, the elementary school, the middle school, and into our program. But our standard has never changed. We pride ourselves on 4 things in our program: is toughness, discipline, loyalty, and commitment. And those things, obviously, there's a direct correlation to football, but for us, it's bigger than that. So those things haven't changed. Maybe the players that come and they go, but the standard has not.
Question for the players. Tell us a little bit about what those county games mean to you guys. When you play Hanover, when you play PH, when you play Mechanicsville, I know it's really competitive among those schools. What are the conversations like among y'all heading into those matchups?
It's really the same standard for every game. Like obviously, there's PR hype around you play a team in our county, but it operates the same within the team. But it's the same every game. Just try to do our best.
As of right now, we're not looking for those games. Right now, we're focused on getting better as a team, stacking practice, and we're just focusing on week 1.
Let's hear for Atlee. One more.
You know, let's leave the breakout rooms. We run out of time. But yeah, one more.
Coach, you had a running back like Khalid last year there about Holden Speed, right? He's got a confidence contributed as well. Can you kind of talk a bit about if we should expect a committee again this year or guys that have stepped up in the rushing attack?
Yeah, so Caden is really fast. You look at it, he's not the biggest kid, but he's really smooth. Probably our fastest kid. One of our faster kids. But I think, you know, you talk about Caden, like me and Mike have such a good relationship. We're constantly competing in everything that we do. You know, Caden will carry the ball for us. You know, we have a young guy that's coming up, Reed Barber, who also ran track, really fast, strong, tough kid, great kid. Another kid who's going to be a senior, named Brock Barnard, a little bit different skill set. When you look at me and Caden, you know, they don't look the same. Brock's a lot bigger. You know, Caden's really twitchy. So I think we got some guys that we can utilize back there and really get some production. You know, rushing football has always been a priority. Will always be a priority for us in our program. So we're excited about the guys we have in the back of the course.
Thanks very much. Let's hear for Atlee.